yourself getting a lot of points on this P1, and that's definitely something to look out for. If you can get a lot of points on this P1, it can set you up great for the rest of the game.
Yes, sir. And we're starting off now right here, looking at the POV of the Atlanta Dazed of Dilley. Now we just switched over to Seattle, but this P1, it looks like Atlanta Dazed has kind of made it there first. Battles are going in the favor of the Seattle Sloths. They are getting the opening time on this P1 hill. You can see that Seattle Sloths did a great job of getting on this hill, getting the kills they need. Look at the kill right there by Sunny. See if he get a two-piece, but no, he gets taken down by Raccoon Dog. But Seattle Sloths are doing a great job of keeping the man there, keeping the hill contested as we get down to the 30-second mark.
Yeah, and Atlanta Dazed doing a great job of retaining this control for now. The points have been back and forth, 7-9 off the break, a lot of contention, but Sunny here starting out 4-1 on a 2 streak. Looks like Seattle Sloths should be able to get this final scrap time on this P1, but now the focus goes to that P2, and while Seattle Sloths have found their way underneath to that top of the boat, it looks like there is some presence here from the Atlanta Dazed. Dilley with a big 2.
Yeah, Dilley opening with a nice 2, got in a good little position across from the hill. Now the hill starts off with Atlanta Dazed collecting this early time. Seattle Sloths are coming from this green side, and Atlanta Dazed is like they're ready for it. First one up is Cohen. Cohen gets a nice 2-piece to break into the hill. Raccoon Dog, he gets taken down by Money D-Lo, and Atlanta Dazed now have been broken off this hill.
Yes, they absolutely have. Seattle Sloths finding themselves a lot of time here. They're going up 35-18 with 30 seconds left. And don't forget, they have those spawns for the P3 as well. And, that's probably the biggest money hill on this map besides maybe P4. You can find yourself a lot of time on that tank. And, they're setting themselves up good for that P3, the Seattle Sloths are.
Yeah, and the rotation's getting ready to be on. Seattle Sloths do have a man in rotation. That's player 5. He decided just to go ahead and rotate and set up for this new hill. Why they let Atlanta Dazed get the rest of that scrap time. Cohen, he's going to take this power position up here in this P1 ring area, not letting them get past the ring area, which is going to slow him down tremendously before he finally gets taken down. And Seattle Sloths, they were doing a good job at this hill. Nobody is currently on the hill, but now they finally got 2 members of their team on this hill, and they're getting ready to accrue this hardpoint time.
Yeah, and Atlanta Dazed are going to be forced to try to push into the time through that P1 and that top or the bottom beach area orbit here. The first to get a gunfight in his favor, but he gets 1. Dilley picks up 2. Sunny with a big 2-piece to shut down that push now. And Atlanta Dazed find themselves stuck at that P1 as the rest of Seattle Sloths have the cross. Definitely a successful P3 off the break here for the Seattle Sloths, but if you're Atlanta Dazed, you got to start focusing on that P4.
Yeah, they got to start rotating. You can see player 2 looks like he's already going to make that rotation. That's Dilley. He got the spawns for his team, so there are spawning back there. So you could probably see Atlanta Dazed give up the rest of his team. This hill orbit, he looked like he was getting ready to challenge that, but he just turned around. He's just going to wait for the rotation. But they don't know that the rotation is being made through this boat hill, through the boat, through cliff, and looks like the battles for this hill when it jumps off are going to be made through cliff, and the break is on by Cohen and Sunny. They're in this hill. They broken into this hill. I think they did not get the spawn yet, but Atlanta Dazed are still spawning close, but Seattle Sloths is making this hill very mixy.
Yeah, and that's all that you really want if you are the side of Seattle Sloths. And they did end up getting those spawns. Atlanta Dazed do end up spawning out in that boat and the bottom radio area. So Seattle Sloths have some free time to accrue here. Thrax picks up 1 with the automaton, finds himself on that time, and the rest of Seattle Sloths decide to defend around him. Player 4 trying to find his way through, but Sunny takes him down. And now, with 25 seconds left, Seattle Sloths have an absolute W of a P4, which they did not have spawns for off the break.
Yeah, they're killing. They're just doing a great job hardpoint right now. The rotation is on. Look at Money D-Lo already on his way to get to this P5 hill. Money D-Lo is player 6. If you guys look down at the mini map, and you can see when this hill starts off, it's going to be Seattle Sloths again being in control of the hill, making Atlanta fight off the back foot, trying to break this in from the back. But Atlanta, they did do a good job of getting these close spawns.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And, they're able to get these spawns because of the amount of pressure they're putting on the Atlanta Dazed right now. Look at the scoreboard real quick. Money D-Lo 13-8, Cohen 15-9, Sunny 14-9. These guys are just absolutely slaying in this Gavudu hardpoint, and it's definitely shown as to why they've been able to get so many points on the board here. They're sitting at 150-37 right now. They're absolutely frying.
Yeah, man, they came in. There's Chumps. They know Chumps on the line. They made sure they practice. They made sure that they are not missing their shots because they are playing real good right now. Like you said, 160-37. The Atlanta Dazed is going to have to start rotating. They're going to start breaking these. They're going to start holding hills right now and not letting Atlanta Days like get the rest of the scrap time and win these important gunfights that they have that they're not winning right now.
Yeah, but I mean, Seattle Sloths already set up for this next P1. And, if you're Atlanta Days, it's kind of tough to fight through the Seattle Sloths front line because, they're doing such a great job of getting these rotations. They're just having to walk into pre-aim. Seattle Sloths look like they're doing a great job of knowing exactly where they want to be on the map. And I think it's what's led them here to this 150-point lead.
Man, yeah, it's 40 seconds on this P1 hill, and Seattle Sloths are just getting all the kills in their favor, not letting Atlanta Days get close to the hill. One player makes his way close to the hill, then their gunnies just turn on them, they snap on them, and he gets 10. But there's Raccoon Dog 909 right there with a nice 3-piece to break the hill to get the last, maybe get the rest of the scrap time. We'll see. We see one player from Seattle trying to make his way up, but he gets taken down, and Atlanta Days are going to take the rest of the scrap time. Now they got to rotate, make sure they get P2 because Seattle Sloths have been beating them to every rotation.
Yeah, they absolutely have. Seattle Sloths, so only one player up there. It's Cohen. He's playing that top boat area, and Atlanta Days maybe have some room to work with here. Cohen's still up top, but he does get taken down. So Atlanta Days have this control of the P2 for now, looking to find their way back into this game. And if you get this 60 points here, that would be a great start. Raccoon Dog on a 5 as well. If he can get a glide bomb, that would be great to shut down any hill that he possibly wants to. I mean, any hill in this map is, glide bombable for sure. One off of that kill streak. Can he get the final one? One ran in right in front of him. He gets some bad timing, so he doesn't get the glide bomb. But, Atlanta Days doing their best to find their way back into it. Seattle Sloths, though, trying to lock down this last 30 before that P3 pops.
Yeah, they just broke in. They're looking for these kills from these players from Atlanta Days coming in from the little P4 side, but they did make the break. There's Dilly in orbit getting the kills to get into this break. Maybe Seattle Sloths are going to give this up. Let Atlanta Days get the rest of the scrap time while they rotate. Raccoon Dog is already on the rotation too for the Atlanta Days. So this P3 is this P4. This P3, my bad, is getting ready to pop off, and Seattle Sloths just got control. Atlanta Days are close by fighting from this ring.
Yeah, and if you're Atlanta Days, you're going to have to make a move quick because you don't have much time to work with here. That's a big kill onto Money D-Lo, though. They have some room to work with here on the beach side. Dilly looking for some shots to put in. He does get a couple as he jumps onto that point, but he gets killed by that stun. Atlanta Days still with the pressure, though, but Seattle Sloths still only within 26 points of closing this game out. But for now, Atlanta Days have some control of this beach, but with that one kill onto Orbit, they might find their way back on this hill, and they can win off of this top life, Goon.
Yeah, they only need 20 seconds left. There's 21 seconds left on the game clock. So there's got to be at least a 2-second contest or for Atlanta Days or Seattle Sloths is going to win it here. Now there's 10 seconds left. The kills are going in the favor of Seattle. Player 4 is making his way. He was the closest one who could have made a play. Now we have Nick Wild and Dilly. They're the only two who can come up and try to make a play. But Cohen shuts down Nick Wild. And there is the win right there for Seattle Sloths to win map 1, 250 to 112.
And a fantastic performance from Seattle Sloths from start to finish. And it wasn't like it was one player particular that was doing, all the work for the Seattle Sloths. Cohen might have been all your full control, your full eyes on this round because the momentum shift starts in this round 1 for sure for Atlanta Dazed.
And we're starting off right here with this bomb slowly making his way towards this P1 field side, open field side. Cohen starts off with a nice open kill onto Dilly to give Seattle Sloths the one-man advantage. And there's a nade by Cohen, then a kill by Thrax. So now it leaves Orbit in a 4v1 by himself, and the bomb is going down at A. Can Orbit make this play? Can he get the 4v1 clutch? Does he has the ice? But he just ran right by a player, and he just got taken down. And that is Seattle Sloths winning this opening round 1-0.
And Seattle Sloths picking up right where they left off from that Gavudu hardpoint. I mean, Cohen with the big first blood, the nade as well in that middle of the map. And, they kept it going. They didn't even die in that first round. So all these players on somewhat of a streak, Cohen on a 2 streak, trying to keep it moving forward. But Atlanta Dazed not looking so hot off the break of the search and destroy as well.
Yeah, man, we're gonna see if they can pick it up right now when they're on offense. Seattle Sloths, they're just strong. They're a strong team, nice team. You can tell that they've been together for a while. You see these Atlanta Dazed players, they're just taking it slow now, staying back in response, seeing if they can find one orbit with the shorter peak. He knows where D'Lo is now. And but Atlanta Dazed right now, Jake, they're doing a great job of just slowing the pace down. But here comes Sonny.
Sonny with a big first blood. Dilly right on the other side of the wall from him, but Seattle Sloths off to take this full mid control. Dilly might have seen three of them right there. Thrax picks up another one under Raccoon Dog. And Dilly, with this bomb in hand, wants to make a play here. He finds himself one, making it a 1v2, but from the kill from behind, Seattle Sloths find themselves going up 2-0 in this map so far.
Yeah, Seattle Sloths are looking good. It's like you said, it started off with they're still riding that momentum. Sunny right there, 3-0 with the last final kill cam. And man, Seattle Sloths, man, they're just looking good right now. Atlanta Dazed, they had a good strategy. They just wasn't watching their flank. So I think they just need to keep slowing it down, but just make sure they start watching, watching, watch the mid, because that was a mid. That was actually a middle. He just came right up the middle. And they gotta, you gotta watch the middle at least.
Yeah, you absolutely do. It's so important. Cohen with another big kill, making it a 4 streak. And, when you're fighting that player top fire, it sometimes is so hard to get that kill as they open that door. Thrax does get taken down, though, so that evens it up at 3. But Sonny and Cohen still on, streaks of their own, sitting at a 4, sitting at a 3. So if one of those players can find a glide bomb in this round, or maybe in future rounds, that's going to be great for them. But for now, this round is still ahead of us. Sonny with another one. They're both on 4 streaks now. Sonny and Cohen are just absolutely frying for these squads.
Yes, and there's another Seattle Sloths victory right there. I think they only probably died one time since we done started this map. And Seti right there, just picking up where he left off, 5-0 now, 2 more kills in that round. He just needs 2 more before he's fully streaked out. I keep saying fully streaked out, but they only can use 1 streak now. But yeah, man, it's Seattle Sloths is looking real good right now. You said Sony Cohen behind those 2 superstars. Both of them are close to a glide bomb. They just need to just keep playing just like they're playing, and there's nothing that they need to change right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Atlanta Dazed taking another route here. Looks like they might be going to that B site now, but Orbit peaks one, top mid, and he's just making sure nobody jumps into this fire area. Sonny, maybe not sure yet which way they're going. Looks like their insurance policy is number 3 in Cohen at that backside of the map. He does pick up 1. Is he able to get 2? He does not, but that first blood, oh so important. Nick Wild does take down Money D-Lo, so it does even things up. But for now, they got 2 players at B for Atlanta Dazed, but Sonny's coming behind 1 right now. It takes down Dilly. It's going to be Nick Wild in a 1v3, and Sonny takes down 2. I mean, this guy is firing on all cylinders right now in Top Life.
Yeah, yes, man. Yes, he is. Look at the snap he got on the. Oh man, Sonny's playing lights out right now. He's fully streaked out. 7-0 for his kill to death ratio. And there's the glide bomb right there secured for him. Cohen's trying to get it for him. If Cohen can get the glide bomb and Sonny gets the glide bomb, that round 6 is gonna look really crazy for the side of Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, absolutely. If you got 2 glide bombs, I mean, that's a lot of information on the map for sure. But Seattle Sloths look like they're going toward the B route this time around. Raccoon Dog does get the first blood, looking for a second. Big 2-piece out of Raccoon Dog, looking for the 3, but Cohen does trade him out. Sonny getting aggro with this bottom church area. He gets the good timing on Nick Wild, making it a 2v2. It's going to be Cohen and Sonny, and I mean, these guys haven't died yet, so it's going to be a tough 2v2. But Sonny, the last one alive in this 1v2.
Yeah, Dilly did a great job of stopping Cohen from getting his fully streaks out, but he gets the last battle. And there is Atlanta Dazed right there winning that round, which is very good for Atlanta Dazed. Finally get a round on the board. They played the round good that time, getting the kills, getting the trades that they needed, and finally, winning a round.
Yeah, finally winning around. Maybe that's the start that they needed, the spark to their match. But Atlanta Dazed find themselves on the offensive side now. And Sonny, let's not forget, he's got a glide bomb in hand. He may opt to use it this round to maybe put this game, out of reach. But you always want to use that in an opportune situation. Sonny taking quick control of that middle of the map. Money D-Lo with a first blood. He gets a stun on that player L, and he decides to push him out. I mean, that's a freebie for sure. Sonny just wreaking havoc among this Atlanta Dazed base, and now they're forced to wrap back and look for him.
Oh, Oh man, Sonny is going ham right now. Man, he's 10-1 on a 2 streak. There's only one guy left for Atlanta Dazed. That is Dilly right now. He is in top fire. I think they know exactly where he's at. And there is the final kill for Seattle Sloths to go up 5-1 in this Tuscan Search and Destroy. And man, Seattle Sloths, they're looking really strong in this whole game, in this whole series so far, Jake.
They look like they are, just absolutely polished right now, Top Life Goon. I mean, this team looks just absolutely solid from top to bottom. I mean, you got Sonny and Cohen going 17-2 as a collective right now, and that's just 2 players. They could try to close this one out right here. Let's not forget Sonny has a glide bomb in hand, but let's see what they opt to do here. Cohen picks up one at that bottom church area, and the first bloods have been flowing for them ever since this game started.
Yeah, Orbit got a kill on the Sunny that we did not see. The lives lead are even right now. Raccoon Dog did see Money D-Lo push some shots on him, but he hit but Money got away with his life. Cohen get a kill on Orbit, but he gets traded out by Dilly. Now it's Thrash versus Raccoon Dog. Raccoon Dog wins that one. Now it's Dilly versus Money D-Lo in a 1v1 with Money D-Lo. He does not have the bomb. The bomb is close to A. I think Dilly may know this or may know where he's at. But they're looking for each other. I think he just seen him. Does the chow happen? Oh, wow. The Eagle Chow, and he wins it. And there's Seattle Sloths winning this Search and Destroy 6-1 to go up in the series 2-0.
Seattle had just battened down all of the hatches in that map. Sloths are sitting at championship point here, to close out the series 3-0. And it looks like Atlanta Dazed are going to be starting on that offensive side. It all starts here for them. These first gunfights are oh so crucial. If you can get some control here, Cohen is able to pick up one, but 2 go into the favor of Atlanta Dazed. Nick Wild trying to make it to that their side, Godheady, but one player, that's Orbit, trying to pinch around from that grass side, and he is able to do so. So Atlanta Dazed find themselves on the point for just a moment. Dilly with a big kill, but Sonny making that pinch through that L side of the map, and that's something you always have to focus on when you're playing on this offensive side of the map, because that L region is oh so dangerous if you let a player slide through there.
Yeah, man, it's like Sonny just slid through again and got another 2-piece. Now he's currently on a 3. But yeah, you are right. That little L spot right there to mid is just big. You can see that Atlanta Dazed now, they're starting to make this rotation to this B site. But look at Sonny. He's already here, already waiting for the action. There he goes, trying to get 4, looking for 5, but his teammate has his back. Seattle Sloths right now, they're currently just doing a great job of keeping all of Atlanta Dazed players off this hill. Orbit does slide on to the A point right now to stop the time, and right now it's being contested, heavily contested, but the wins are going in the favor of Atlanta Dazed. Dilly just got 2. Atlanta Dazed got 2 players on this hill, second time. It looked like the second segment is getting ready to be cleared. Looking for the third segment. Seattle Sloths are still here fighting. They're not giving this A up, not just yet.
Yeah, and the lives were somewhat close there just for a minute, but Seattle Sloths get a solid 4 down and now find themselves up 5 lives here. Atlanta Dazed still unable to get that A point. They only have 36 seconds left to make some sort of a cap here. Dilly trying to make a play through that U area, but Cohen with a big 2-piece with the beat down to put himself on a 3 spree. Money D-Lo, the last player at this A site. So now with that opening, Atlanta Dazed may be able to find this A point, but at this point, the focus may come toward that B side. Ooh.
Yeah, so Orbit right now with a nice little 2 streak right now, going on 3 before he finally gets taken down. A segment is almost cleared. They just cannot get it clear. They're almost there. Had just a little bit to go, but there's Money D-Lo to clear the hill and make them push this up one more time. They have 5 lives left, and they're still trying to work on A. Orbit did get a nice 2 kills down to make the lives to 4-10, 12.9 seconds left. They may finally get the A site right now. Orbit, that was a nice kill by Orbit. Orbit is starting to turn up. He's 10-6. Currently on a 2 streak, looking for Cohen, but Cohen takes him down. A site did get secured, but it's 7-1 right now. Dilly's the last guy alive.
Yeah, and Atlanta Dazed were almost able to get a tick on to be there as well, but Seattle Sloths shut it down at just the last second. So that's going to be 3 ticks in the favor of Atlanta Dazed. But, if Seattle can bounce back here and get at least 1 tick onto B after capping that A point, that's a solid round of control for sure. But, at the end of the day, at least Atlanta was able to cap that A point.
Yes, they got the A point, and if they could just try to hold off these hold off Seattle from getting, for only just getting 3 ticks too. You know, it's kind of looking kind of, you know, just not even in kills, but it's close in kills right now. So they could try to win, you know, keep the Seattle players off this hill, not getting the time. They may be able to get a round 5 defense, but right now, Seattle Sloths got 2 players on this A site. First segment is completed, and nobody on the team is dropped yet.
Dilly with a 3-piece to shut down the push. The last player alive is going to be Sunny. He will be in their spawn, but the rest of the Seattle Sloths are coming off from that back fountain spawn of the map. Dilly picks up another one to make it 4. And it looks like Sunny has wrapped his way back to that A point. So Seattle Sloths putting a lot of pressure on A. They're about to get the second tick right now, but Atlanta Dazed doing a solid job so far of defending it.
Yeah, Raccoon Dogs gotta get in the spawn, but Sunny, man, he's just a hard kill right there. And he's running through this fire right now, looking over his team. There's nobody currently on either site right now, but you can see that Seattle Sloth, they're trying to fight for this middle control. They got all their players in mid, fighting through mid. Now they're gonna make their way to this A site to clear the rest of this segment, to clear the rest of A, and that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, and Seattle Sloths about to get the second tick, but Atlanta Dazed doing a great job of pressuring it yet again. Atlanta Dazed look fantastic on this defense so far, really making Seattle Sloths work for this A point. And, you know, as they do that, the timer keeps counting down. So if they can, you know, keep this A point for just a moment longer, maybe they could close this this round out with no A cap. But as I say that, it looks like Seattle Sloths will cap that A point. So now you got to defend B if you're Atlanta.
And they got to defend B, and B seems like a site that, you know, a lot of teams are able to defend pretty well. And the lives right now are pretty much even, 14 to 15. It's a 1 life lead for Seattle Sloths. But the Atlanta Dazed are doing a great job right now defending the hill. But there is a kill right there by player 5 onto Nick Wild. So now they got 2 players. Then I got 1 player on the hill. Player 7, he's close by. He's trying to win this battle on platform to protect this player that's currently on this hill right now. And he's just running around playing his life before he finally gets taken down. There is 1 player, that's Sunny. Sunny's always been a nuisance in their spawns, about to come up on this little platform side, seeing if he can make a really big play for his team. He decided just to back up, wait for his teammates to get a little closer. But Seattle Sloths, Jake, are doing a great job on this offensive side, on his offense right now.
Yeah, they're playing the defense fantastic. The rest of Seattle Sloths looking to come through that P5 area, but only got a couple more pushes before this round ends for them. Raccoon Dog with a big nade off the break, and he picks up 3. Last one there alive is Sunny in that bottom side, but he opts to not chow him, as you know, 3 was enough for him. Atlanta Dazed sitting at a 4 life lead, make it 6 now as Dilly picks up a big 2-piece. It's going to be Sunny and Cohen, some of the last 2 members here in this P5 area, and they only have 1 more push before this round closes out.
Yeah, and they started off with an opening kill, or 2 opening kills by Sunny, and Thrax just got 2 kills. Now they got 2 players on this hill. Stop the clock with 25.8 seconds left. Dilly's coming over the top rope, but there's 1 guy left. That's Sunny. He's fighting for his life. There's Cohen and Sunny left, but they finally get taken down. Atlanta Dazed with a nice defensive round win to tie this up, only allowing 3 ticks to go by the sides of Seattle Sloths.
Yeah, Atlanta Dazed doing a great job of making sure they didn't get a tick onto that B point. It got a little mixy there at the end. Of Seattle Sloths got a few kills with that final 3 members, but the ticks are tied up right now, 3-3 right now, and I'm sure Atlanta Dazed are looking to get some sort of progression here at the B point as well, because, you know, if you get that tick advantage, you're feeling good if you go to that round 5.
Yeah, you are feeling good if you do have the ticks advantage right now. And Atlanta Dazed are sitting. You see Orbit right now, trying to be a little mixy, trying to play it from the back. But there's D-Lo right behind him to take him down. Seattle Sloths currently got a 4 life lead. The kills are just going in their favor. If you look at the kill feed, it's looking all teal right now in the kill feed. Cohen just looking for Orbit. These players from Atlanta Dazed, they are just lost, looking around, trying to find where these players from Seattle are, because they are just everywhere, moving around, just being nuisances for the side of these Atlanta Dazed players.
Yeah, and Cohen goes on a 7 streak to get that glide bomb as well. Atlanta Dazed look like there's nothing for them to do right now. They are just absolutely trapped at the backside of their map right now. Nick Wild looking to make a play with this auto, but it's going to be tough for him as, you know, Seattle Sloths have all the control right now among this A site. They even have that player, you know, just holding that B site as well to make sure nobody sneaks through. And Seattle Sloths with an absolutely flawless defensive round so far.
Yeah, they had Sonny watching the P5 area, so we need to see him, but he finally gets taken down. 18 seconds left. They finally get a player to this B site. They're trying to pick up B. I wish they would have just both of them would have got on it. They're playing smart, trying to get the kills, trying to watch the rap. Dilly did pick up one rushing to the point. They got one player on A site. Dilly just jumped on this B site right now, so they got both sides getting progression on, and we're gonna see which point is Seattle going to favor more, this A side or the B side?
And it looks like Seattle just wants to make sure they don't get any progression at that B site, but it looks like they might have got a tick there, Top Life Goons, so they get the A point and they get a tick onto B. So that is an absolute W after it looked like Atlanta Dazed were just done and dusted off the break of this round.
Yeah, man, getting that one tick was big, man. That play by Dilly in orbit was good. You know, it kind of made me put my foot in my mouth when I saw wish Dilly would have stacked the point with him, but he waited and then he made sure he got played enough to get that one tick. So there's 4 lives left for Atlanta Dazed as they're rushing to this B site. They know they got to slow down, take it very slow, but Money D-Lo just took out 2 of them to leave Raccoon Dog by himself, and he finally gets taken down. And Seattle Sloths, they did that defense around, but like you said, Jake, it may be a W for Atlanta Dazed on that round.
Yeah, and if you're Seattle Sloths, now you have to really focus on getting some sort of progression on that B point because, you may have the kills in your favor, but, at the end of the day, the ticks are what, make it so you get that round 5 defense now. So Seattle Sloths need to find some sort of B control if they're able to get this A point, but Sonny with the big one, make it a big 2-piece in that middle of the map. Looking for a third, Dilly does take him down, but the rest of Seattle Sloths stacked up on that A site, and they're looking good so far. They almost get that second tick as the rest of Atlanta Dazed trying to pinch their way through to make sure they can't get 3 on there.
Yeah, but Seattle Sloths got 2 players on the point. Word to Jim, they stacked the point. Now they got to get to this B site. It's only there's 27 to 25 lives in the favor of the Seattle Sloths. So they got a lot of lives to work with while they make their way to this B site. They got a lot of time now, 2 minutes and 4. The kill feed is going back and forth, and they got to try to find Sonny, who's always just being a nuisance. And that was a great kill by Orbit to take down Sonny. And these Seattle Sloths players, they're trying to fight now from the front door, coming from this P5, coming from the P5 side, but Atlanta Dazed seems like they have these lanes and routes covered up.
They absolutely do. Thrax still alive in this bottom radio area, but Orbit seems to see one at least. He does see Thrax in front of him, so he has that information that these players are coming from that radio area. So the rest of Atlanta Dazed all turn their heads to make sure they don't get a solid stack here. But the kills are going in the Seattle Sloths' favor. They might be able to stack the point here. Orbit, though, coming up from the top. He jumps on with the MP40, is able to get one, but Thrax and Sonny take down 2, make it 3 of their own. So the tick does come in, and now Seattle Sloths are looking to get that second tick on the board as well. Thrax holding that cross with Cohen and Money D-Lo. He picks up another one. The second tick is in. The third tick might come in now. Top Life Goon and Seattle Sloths close out the Tuscan Control 3-1.
Yeah, they closed it out. Won the champions. They're the champions of the Silver Premade South Division. Congratulations, Seattle Sloth. The battle that you guys fought through 7 weeks of regular season, 2 weeks of